Today, I'm going to be doing my first review of a LucidSound gaming headset. Finally, right? A lot of you have requested these for a long time. Today, we are going to be kicking off one of their newer ones, the LS100x wireless gaming headset here, packing a lot of features and only coming in at $100. But I will also be following this video up with a review of their flagship headset, the LS50x. I know I'm a little late to this party here. Many have requested for a long time, but I will give you that Techne feedback on this as well. And I've been covering, testing both of these back and forth in the background. So I have a lot of feedback from one to the other being double the price over here. So make sure to subscribe, hit that bell, and stay tuned for that one. That will be the follow-up video after this one. But again, today we're going to cover their newer release, the LS100x. So as far as in your box, you get a quick start guide which shows you everything you possibly need. But you also do get a more detailed manual if you need that. Detachable microphone. You also have a little plug for your microphone here in case you don't want to use it, but it's also dual microphone, which we'll talk about here shortly. And then you get detachable USB-C charger. And of course, you get your headset. And the number one thing you're probably noticing is I already have my Wicked cushions on here because the stock cushions are trash. Let me go on and show you them right here. I'm going to pull out the tape measure just so you can see. If you measure them here, now the length and the width is plenty fine. Again, fully pleather inside and out. The depth is very shallow if you can catch that right there. But the biggest thing is it's just, again, not much to them. They got a little bit of memory foam, but they sink down really fast with minimal amount of pressure, then your ears are touching the drivers. So what I did, as you can see, is threw on my Wicked cushions, which I think are stinking absolutely phenomenal with the black and white design, going with that retro design. I just absolutely love it, but you can see, totally improved right there. And if you are curious, these Wicked cushions are the new ones for the Nova headsets. Not the Nova wireless, but the new Nova ones I recently covered. Don't get the old SteelSeries ones or the HyperX ones. Make sure you go with the Nova ones if you have these LucidSound headsets because they fit absolutely fantastic. A perfect fit right here. So sticking on the subject of comfort, now that we know the stock ear pads are trash, and we of course love our Wicked cushions here on the Techne channel, but you do have full swivel on this headset here. A little bit forward right there, totally flat. And you do have that standard adjustment over here. And as you see, clicky, holds its position really nice right there, and then your ear cups go in and out as well. And taking a look at the headband up here, it is plenty plush and it's right in that premium spot right in the middle. I actually like it, even me with the bald head. As you see, it holds its position quite nice, and it's actually, I don't want to say firmer, but you got a little bit more padding than the ear pads there. So as far as comfort on the LS100x right here, taking this headset, putting it on your head, well, with the Wicked cushions, I mean, hands down, stinking cozy. You know what I forgot to do? Hold on a second, guys. I forgot to give you a quick weight check here. Let's pull this out, get the scale fired up. I'm gonna leave the Wicked cushions on here anyways, just to see. Now, we are getting 10.9 ounces. Let's go on over, get over here to grams. We are getting 308 grams. So looking at that right there, it's incredibly lightweight, which is gonna go right into the build, which I'm gonna show you shortly. But again, wrapping up comfort here, when I take this headset, put it on my head, hands down, with the lightweight, the Wicked cushions, of course, which are not stock, so can I still say it's stinking cozy? I don't think so. Out of the box, no, with these, not stinking cozy. Slap your $20 Wicked cushions on there and hands down stinking cozy. It's lightweight, sits on there really stinking nice. Now, one thing that was kind of annoying for the build here, or the comfort, is the adjustment, right? It adjusts all the way up here on the headband. For me, that's weird. I forget which, there was one other company that did this too. I'm used to adjusting them right here from the hinge right there into the headband. But these are all the way up there. So I needed a little micro adjustment. I'm kind of like, God, where is the thing? Bam, and it's all the way up there. Nitpicky, just something I had to get used to. Now, the build of this headset is completely plastic, but it feels solid. I'm twisting it up here. I'm not hearing any cranks or anything. I'm not really getting nervous. Now, the plastics don't feel incredibly premium. Again, it's lightweight over anything, which I state many times. I'll take a lightweight plastic headset over a heavy-duty metal one all day long. And again, me stretching it out, I'm not seeing anything, any excess plastic, bow, or anything like that. I'm really not worried. So I'm going to give it a pass in the build.
All right, so now let's go ahead and talk features and functions on the LS100X here. And while I'm talking features and functions, you're going to be hearing me talking through the microphone. That's exactly what you're hearing is the mic on the LS100X, the attached mic here. Now, as far as features and functions, this headset is packing so much. And like I stated, it shows you all of it right here, which I might have to revert to. The left wheel over here, you have your volume control, which you get a tone when you max it all the way out or bring it down. You can also press it in right there to mute the audio. So if you want to mute your music or something like that, bam, you can press right there. Now coming over to the right ear cup, you got game and chat volume. And then you also have your mic mute, which I want to show you here. It's really cool. On the tip of this microphone, get that little red ring, kind of like we've seen in SteelSeries headsets, right? But you also get a tone, one little click whenever it goes muted, and then a double click whenever it's unmuted there, which is really nice. And you can also hold it down. Which one is it that you hold down? That's audio mute, and this is mic monitoring, right? So you can hold this one down to get your mic monitoring. So it's really cool. Everything's so convenient right there on each ear cup. I absolutely love it. And they're in there solid. They're not like free spin, like you just go whoop and it goes to town, you know what I mean? You actually feel them in there. You get those tones. It's very simple to use. I absolutely love the implementation of this right here. Some of the best I have ever tested. Now, you also do have USB-C charging back here, which you get up to 130 hours via Bluetooth and 72 hours via the wireless dongle, which is absolutely phenomenal. Now, one of the other things that's absolutely amazing on this headset is the range. They stay up to 100 feet, and I can tell you, I can walk all over my house here, and I never got one hiccup, one piece of static or anything. It was continuously connected no matter where I went. It was absolutely fantastic. Now, this headset also has Bluetooth button right on the back right there, but it's not simultaneous Bluetooth. It's one or the other. Kind of a stinker, kind of like what we saw on the Razer Barracudas, I believe it was. You know, I like simultaneous Bluetooth. It's kind of like, give me one or the other. But again, you can take this headset out and use Bluetooth if you want that way. Now, there's also that dual microphone, which I'm going to try to test right here. We're recording again on the detachable microphone. One other thing I forgot to mention, this microphone is incredibly moldable. I absolutely love it. So I bring it down below my mouth. That's how it sounds. If I pull it out here a little bit, you probably hear a little bit of echo. I don't have much dampening in my room yet. You all know I'm in my new setup. But anyways, I love how absolutely nice and moldable, and it stays no matter where you put it. Very, very nice touch right there. Anyways, as far as the dual microphone, I'm going to disconnect this one right now while I'm live with you guys and see if we automatically switch over to that dual one, which is going to be that little dot right there. So if you're on Bluetooth or you're out in town, you don't want this massive, goofy gamer microphone out in front of you, right? So let's try this right here. I'm going to watch my graph. All right, so this microphone is detached now, and we are now recording on the dual, and it still looks like it's picking up pretty good. Again, you're probably going to catch a lot more echo because I'm talking forward. Bam, we're catching echo, and then we're coming into that microphone over there, but it looks like we're picking up the volume. Looks like it just increased quite a bit. So all in all, there is the features and functions and the microphone test on the LS100X.
Now, let's go and talk about sound. And I'm going to talk about this across multiple platforms. That being due because the dongle you get right here. With the Xbox version, as you see, on the side of the dongle, you can switch between PC and Xbox. You've seen this on quite a few headsets lately. And what you get from that is the ability to use it across multiple platforms, even your PS5, your Nintendo Switch, your Mac, and then of course your Xbox. Really nice. So of course when you're on Xbox, you flip it over there and you get advantage of all the settings with your game chat and all that. If you're on PS5 or your Nintendo Switch or anything, switch it over to PC and it works perfect like that, your microphone and all that. So again, when I talk sound, we're going to be talking about all of those platforms there. In the core sound of this, we're packing 50mm drivers with a frequency range of 20 to 20,000. And at the core of this headset, it's full. There's a little more body to it. Now, one thing I forgot to mention over in the features and functions actually is you have an EQ. Right on your Bluetooth button, you have a preset EQ. You got 3 settings. You got FPS mode, you got bass boost, and you have signature sound. Now, FPS mode, just like every other headset, it just pulls out the highs, drops the low end. Bass boost, obviously it's gonna boost your bass, right? Coming over to the signature sound is the one I preferred. It was just kind of natural in the middle, but all of them, even the FPS one, the bass / mids were definitely prominent, and no matter which setting you had it on, it was still full. You know what I mean? So like for example, I'm playing the Call of Duty. That's my primary game right now. That and Tiny Tina's Wonderland, Halo, of course, Destiny. But talking about Call of Duty, right? It was so weird because I had it just on signature sound, and the footsteps sounded like I had a dang, like, I don't know, a monster coming around the corner because they were so thick. But I heard them. It was just very weird because I usually pinpoint my footsteps off highs unless I'm playing something like Halo, and I stated it before. I prefer that one to be off bass, but with Call of Duty I prefer highs or something. But these footsteps were so thick and so prominent, I heard them, but I couldn't pinpoint them. That makes sense? So it's like I heard these footsteps, they were so bassy and not beats bassy, not rumbly. They were just these full footsteps, and I heard them. I'm like, all right, yo, someone's coming. But I'm sitting here like just panning all around. Where the heck is it? Over here? Is it over there? Is it over there? If that makes sense. So yeah, you heard it, but again, it wasn't as far as that separation or that detail, that location. You couldn't get that right there, and that's because again, it was prominently always full of that bass. Now, that's not saying like when I went to Tiny Tina's Wonderland or something, you know, Borderlands is a crazy game, a lot going on, you know what I mean? And it sounded great because the weapons were full. And again, you had that body in there, you know? Again, I'm on signature sound right now. I'm not messing with FPS or the bass boost right there. And it was fun. It was manageable. I never caught myself saying, oh, hey, yo, let me get these off. But it was more constant body that was kind of like, gosh, I wish I could tweak this a little bit and really get some more highs, because even the dialogue, no matter what it was, that felt like dialogue was full, any of the environment was full. It just got to that point where, again, it was just like, gosh, I kept cycling, like, well, let me put on FPS mode. No, let me go back to signature now. You know what I mean? Because I couldn't get that one right in the middle, which drove me stinking nuts. And that's where I feel like they dropped the ball right here. They're missing that one preset EQ to be like, I don't know if I don't want to call it flat because flat sounds bad, but maybe give us that smiley EQ, and I think we could have had a pass right here. But me personally, and I like body in my headsets lately, you all know that. I play a lot of story games. I like that immersive, full, fun, exciting sound. And this is like they're trying to get it, but they're trying too hard, and it's like, yo, you missed the ball. Like, we need this option in between. Right? No matter what we're getting too full over here. Let's drop it down a little bit and get some of this more natural, pure sound rather than this gamer sound. So my first LucidSound headset review in the books with the LS100x. What do we think about him here? Coming in at $100, packing tons of awesome features, great build. The comfort was lacking out of the box, hence we had to put on our wicked cushions, right? Which I pretty much do on everything these days. But then again, topping that off with the sound being such a bummer. Again, our comfort out of the box, our sound out of the box being both faults right there. I'm sorry, even coming in at $100, everything it had going for it, it's just not gonna get a Techne recommendation. But again, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell because I will have the LS50X review coming up shortly. And wow, what an absolute difference from the LS100X. It is much better.